and all of that. I watched a lot of Eddie's videos, and Eddie in particular talked to a woman who, like, he titled the video "When to Not Do Street Epistemology" or "When to Not Actually," and she was saying that like she got super depressed when her child died, and the only reason she made it through depression the way she did is because of this belief. And so Eddie backed off, and he, like, you know, thanked her for her time, thanked her for having the talk, but like he didn't question it any further, because yeah, of course you don't want to, like, even if God doesn't exist and, you know, you want to try to like help people work through certain things like that, there's a time and a place. And so yeah, like I don't want to mentally break anybody. And I said that in the clubhouse, and like you know, people agreed. So but,
yeah, I thought you were in quite a position in there, basically being the only one who was trying to, you know, give a good description of what SE is. I remember that one guy said, yeah, I did it until I saw it worked, and then I quit doing it.
Yeah. That was so weird.
I remember Anthony has a set of videos where he gives examples of cases where he decided to not do street epistemology on someone. Like one case, I think the guy seemed like mentally, you know, had some kind of problem, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of have to like gauge that for yourself. Like if they're, you know, some people, like, I don't know if they're just not, I don't know if the word is like cogent, cognizant or something like that. Like they're not.
Yeah.
Really
they're
like aware of.
Not in the right space.
Yeah.
Did you do the Clubhouse SE room yesterday? Is that what you're talking about?
Not yesterday. It was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think there was. Did I miss one yesterday?
Yeah, there was one. Yeah.
There was? I missed it.
I think so. David was talking about it. So.
Okay. I also can't find the recording read from the one that John was in. I didn't know if you were still posting those on YouTube.
When I get a chance, I stream them. But David from Sound Epistemology, he's putting them all on his channel. He records them. Just the audio.
Okay.
Strangely.
Okay. I'll go over there. Check it out.
And he's kind of late on those. He usually gets them out a few weeks after.
Okay.
Maybe he can do it.
The last, not yesterday, but the two prior were super good discussions. Really good discussions.
I'm the guest on the next one on this coming Saturday, so it'll be totally excellent. Like,
I'm looking forward to it.
Got me on the river. I know they're probably doing Mormon things right now, but eventually, do we want to like maybe invite Kara and her husband to the poker game? Is that a thing? Or I don't know.
I could, yeah. I don't have her info. I'll get it from Anthony or something.
Yeah, she's about to, I guess, like be more active in the Discord, she said, or like doing creator stuff. So I don't know.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You send yours in, Aaron? Ryan?
Yep.
Okay. Anything.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
hello.
What's up?
Hey.
Hey. I feel like I haven't seen Terry and Aaron in a while, but we might have just had missing weeks, but good to see you.
Hi, good to see you.
Yeah, you too. I can never seem to catch Nathan from Abstract atheist
Yeah,
on when
he's
I am not.
very sporadic. That's right. Always fun though.
Hello, guys.
Hello, Roman.
Hey, Rom.
Hey, Rom.
What's up?
You can click the I'm back button.
I did. Yeah, I didn't realize you have to reload this page in order to see it. I looked at it and I didn't see anyone here.
Oh,
So yeah, I just
yeah, you have
Okay,
to
Reed, you
turn
got
on
it.
at least audio or video to see. Okay,
Got
got it.
$100 coming your way.
100.
Well, I sent it twice just to make sure.
Okay, well,
Appreciate your next buy-in here.
I see one of them.
Yeah, I'm a prophet, Doug.
And
Didn't you know? I'm gonna have to.
and Reed, I sent mine like an hour ago or something.
Just to tag on to that first conversation you guys were having about when not to talk about, when not to use SE,
Mhm.
and family members is a good idea not to use that technique on.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, speaking.
I have a different view on that. I mean, I think it depends. I mean, I've done it with my family members, and it's been good. I think we've had like productive conversations. You just have to like kind of set it up so they know like what they're getting into. You know, like it's.
I mean, I think if somebody like who like I guess they're SE is kind of like a different way to have a conversation. So if you just start talking like that to someone, start asking these kind of like difficult probing questions, like they might realize like, hey, you're up to something. So I mean, yeah, like I think family members just like consent, as we always get, should be okay. Like I've been talking with my mom recently, and we're gonna try to do a thing because she has certain beliefs that I would like to explore. So I don't know.
What did you send it on, Diamond? PayPal?
It's in there now. I just realized I had it in my Venmo, but it was like up and I hadn't pressed send. So now it should be there, I think.
Oh, I see it now. Okay, great.
Good.
I think with my family, I wasn't explicit on the what these questions can do, and like they
Yeah.
they come up against some cognitive dissonance real fast, and they're like, "What the fuck just happened?" And they don't like it very much.
Mhm.
So
Ooh, yeah.
I think I could have
Consent.
done a better job of explaining what was happening.
I've used it with members of my family, and they've like appreciated it because they thought it was like a better conversation, and like they felt like I was trying to understand what they actually thought and why.
I definitely think you have to be way more cautious with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that
In some ways, it's easier because you generally have like this wellspring of rapport with family members. I mean, unless you have like a terrible relationship. But,
Or they think that you're living in sin and rejecting God, and you're in league with the devil.
well, yeah, it could be. You could be in league with the devil.
you could be the devil.
Yeah.
Who knows?
What gets weird is like I've had people say that like even if you aren't consciously working for the devil, against God, you are working for the devil. You just don't know it.
Sure,
Like-
sure.
Stuff like that. Like I'm not actively trying to send people to hell. So I don't know, man.
I think I'm slowly deconverting my wife.
Hmm.
We got in a fight last night about, well, not a fight, but like I asked her if she thought that beliefs were a choice.
Hmm.
And initially she said yes, because I just got in an argument with one of my pastor kid buddies, and they were adamant that it was a choice.
Belief's a choice. Okay.
Yes, because if belief is not a choice at least in the Christian paradigm, then it has to be a choice because it sets you up as actively rejecting God's grace.
Right. It also has all that like free will, moral agency kind of stuff too, right?
Mm-hmm. So I talked to her this morning, and she considered it, and she agrees now that belief is not a choice. It's something that it's either convinced or not convinced of something.
Maybe she's becoming Calvinist.
I don't think women tend to do that very often.
Uh-huh.
There you go, Terry. There's Nathan.
I know. I'm so excited.
Were your ears burning,
I can
Nathan?
barely hear you, Nathan.
Yeah, your mic's really quiet.
Just silent. Oh, almost.
You're at like 5%.
Can't hear you, Nathan.
Yeah.
This is an exercise in active listening, you guys. He's really working on it.
ASMR.
How about is this better?
There you go.
Yeah.
Getting there. That's a lot better.
Somewhat.
It's better.
Still
It's a
could
lot
be
better.
higher.
All right, good. Hold on. Let me see if I've got like multiple mics that are probably all really shitty.
That's fine. What you got now?
That is good. You've got good sound now.
Now you're mute. Oh no, that's terrible. Terrible.
No.
Not audible.
No.
You're like barely audible.
You
Fair
had
enough.
good sound for a second.
No.
Nah, yeah, go
think
back to
you're-
the old one.
I think your audio was on a delay with that one even. Like your mouth was moving and then I don't hear the sound until a little bit later.
You're in
Yeah.
love with this guy, Terry?
Well, yeah, maybe a little. Yeah, I might
You need to
admit that.
you need to rethink this.
I hope Doug doesn't get
Maybe.
jealous, but whatever.
I mean,
Yeah,
the guy
I-
can't even set up his audio. You really want to?
Yeah, okay, fine. You're right.
In this day and age, man, you can't set up
I
your
have
audio.
no idea what's up. Well, normally my audio is badass, but wow.
No, I
that's all
call
right. That would be-
I call Nathan the guru of the survey. I'm really into the survey.
Hmm.
So the SE survey, I've watched a lot of. I've used it. So I really wanted to talk to Nathan at some point more about that survey. So maybe later we can do that.
When your sound's working.
Yeah, when I can hear you.
Can't hear you, Nathan. No.
It's just quiet. It's not bad. It's just
You sound like you're Ant-Man inside of a can of beans.
Oh wait, apply config. That changes things.
Or it sounds like your mic is like buried in a hamper of socks.
yeah, that's accurate.
Buried in a hamper.
There, that's
Yeah,
Buried
buried
in
you
a
go.
hamper of socks.
Now
Okay,
it's-
don't
now
touch
Is this
anything.
better? Okay.
Don't,
Yeah.
don't touch anything.
Yeah. No.
No longer buried.
You wanted
automatic
a spade
pull
and did not get it.
Good. There we go. I kind of want to get one of those fancy new mics with the LED inside of it, and you can mute by like just tapping the top.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to that. That's a nice one.
That is interesting. Ooh.
Standard on the
This is
Yetis.
my field mic for like recording interviews. But if I can't get it to connect to my computer, well, I guess I have a micro USB port. But yeah, technology. Yeah, the survey's great.
Set the timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
I think I
I
want to
just
be.
really like the way you know every single question on that survey. Every time something comes up, you're like, that's question number 8. That's question number 5.
Yeah, he hasn't memorized.
You can, once you like do it enough times, you just start hearing other people use those epistemologies all the time
I
to
know.
say all sorts
I
of
know.
stuff.
Right.
It's like
And
yeah.
it's yeah. If only people could like see it. I just want people to see it, that they're doing it.
Yeah.
Nathan, I had the last question on the survey. The wording came up on Clubhouse yesterday because we were talking about the word impossible and how maybe we could replace that with likely. So how, well, you probably remember the wording
Possible,
exactly.
likely, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
how likely is it that
it is
my
possible that
beliefs-
some of my beliefs are not true.
Yeah. And I feel like so often
Yeah,
you get that
likely could be
dismissive,
nice.
well, anything's possible, right?
Yeah. There are some people who like it's a very low bar to be possible, right? And I suppose that's not wrong, but just going by the word.
Yeah, but if we have likely, then it's a little more
Some
discriminatory.
Or probable, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I have had a few people say though that they disagreed to 24. It's happened a few times.
Yeah.
It's a reasonable
and
thing
usually
to
my
yeah.
way of
No, go ahead.
of asking is just like, is it not possible? Not even possible? And that usually like kind of shakes people out of it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything you
Because
believe
usually
is correct.
they're saying, yeah, well, those are the people who would disagree to 24 are likely to be the same kind of person to say everything is possible, therefore everything is.
Yeah.
Like if you can't prove a thing, if you can't prove that it's wrong, it is true,
right?
Because it's possible.
Yeah.
They're using 17, which is like, yeah.
That's like the
17 is.
It's kind of like the, well, maybe it's a little bit different, but like the new age types, like, you know, quantum weirdness means that everything is true, at least for me.
Right. Yeah.
So I guess, you know, there's nothing I believe that's wrong. Who was having that discussion? What was that? I think, was it Reed? Like,
I had a discussion like that.
Yeah. Or maybe it was you. I can't remember who's, but yeah, it was like.
Yeah. You mean you can't be wrong about anything you think?
Yeah. Yeah. And then they start like, you know, equivocating on wrong, you know?
Right. Well, they started equivocating on time. Like as soon as I don't believe this thing anymore, it's that's when it's no longer true.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly
so it's
right.
True if I believe it. Up until the moment I change my mind on it. And then once I change my mind, then it's false.
Right.
Yeah. And that's when I just had to ask, like, did the past happen? Like, was there a past?
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
like where things like, yeah, that was the weird thing. That was your discussion. It's like, so like the moment you change your mind, you change from a correct belief state to a new correct belief state. It was like basically what she was saying.
Right. So you're never wrong. Yeah. Which is why I thought it was weird that she agreed to 24. It's possible that some of my beliefs are not true. And then I had to ask why that was, that she agreed. And she said it's because She just has to change her mind about something, and then it happens, and that's why it's possible.
So
Too
speaking
rich
of,
for my blood.
ooh, oh wow. Speaking of Clubhouse, since I got invited to Clubhouse the other day, I started following a few of the people that were in that chat, and how do I say it? So like I got a notification that somebody that I had followed was in another discussion, and the title of the discussion was about the Travis Scott concert and how there might have been a demonic presence there that caused what happened to happen.
Who's Travis Scott?
He is a
Rapper.
Not really, yeah, rapper, hip hop. Like I've never listened to his music. I honestly didn't know he existed before this happened. But at his concert, there were people in the crowd that his fans were getting a little too, I don't know if rowdy is the word. They were getting a little too out of control, and in a rush to get to the stage, they were like stomping over people. Just not good things happening in the crowd as far as like people getting pushed down, and like 8 or 9 people died is like the death count.
Oh wow.
Right?
Okay.
And then more than 300 needed to, like, they had on-site medical personnel, but like they couldn't handle all of the stuff that was going on, and it was just a disaster. And there were people that were climbing onto the stage to say, hey, we need to stop this. They were like talking to the camera crew, they were talking to anybody that would listen, like that was in charge of the show, like there are people dying out there, we need to stop the concert, get them medical attention. And there's video footage of Travis Scott still singing, still doing his thing, while lifeless bodies are being lifted out of the crowd.
Oh wow. So he didn't know.
That, or some people are saying that he did know, but he just chose not to stop. That's part of the controversy right now, because like he's come out with an apology, but people are saying that's not good enough. Like, you should have known, there were people trying to get your attention. And yeah, so it's like a big thing right now. And there was a Clubhouse trying to like talk about maybe a demonic presence there. So I joined that, trying to see what was going on there. I was actually invited on stage, like, to do some of the talking. There was a bunch of people talking, but it was just some of the things that were being said in there, like as far as, yeah, there was a vibration, like it was a ritual, and it was a low frequency ritual, and I was very confused as to what a low frequency ritual even means. So I started asking about that, and I was asking about like frequency. As far as I understand, like that's, something happens every so often, and that's usually expressed in hertz, like something happens every second. So what was happening every second to cause people to be in a ritual? Like I was just really confused about that. And one of the guys said that
straight.
That is awesome.
Well played.
One of the guys was saying it started back in World War II with a Nazi experiment, as far as like music being played at 440 hertz, and there's sonic warfare. Like the military comes up with weapons that have to do with like sound, and like, so this stuff exists. And I'm like, okay, man, like it was just hard to get a word in, because there was a lot of people with a lot of different opinions, but like all of them just saying things that I had no idea where they were getting half of the stuff they were saying. Like it was Clubhouse
I
is
might try to just jump a lot of discussion and just ask a question about frequency and how we know frequencies affect us at all in the first place, and what it is exactly that they're talking about. Now, they might bring up stuff like, well, have you seen sound and how it affects snowflakes? I've heard that before. I've heard people say, like, when you freeze water under certain frequencies, it'll freeze at different speeds or into different shapes, and that's reason to believe that it has an effect on us psychologically. And with that, it's just like, it goes back to testing, I think, from there. You can repeat back, oh, I'm hearing you say that, like, sound and water are affected, and humans are made out of water, so that makes sense. So help me understand how we know it affects us. In what way does it affect us? Was it studied? Did they and that's a compound question. You can run on with far more questions, but that just like see what they say, and then
I forget what it was, but like the guy was trying to say it was scientific what he was talking about. He said there were studies, the MIT, it was like an MIT study, something like that. I think he would have been like drastically misinterpreting what that study was trying to say or something like that. But like, yeah, he was, I forget, I'd have to like look it up, but yeah. I mean, he was trying to say it was scientific, but yeah.
I think it's probably really hard when there's multiple people talking. Like, if you can't have one or two at the most, I don't know.
Yeah. Clubhouse was fun when I was like quarantining and stuff. But nowadays I'm like on there and I'm like so bored, and or like I can't take anyone seriously because a lot of people just say whatever under anonymity of not being able to show their face. And some of the recordings I've heard back of like Clubhouse stuff is like they're talking about things I'm interested in, but they're just talking at half speed, and I like can't speed it up fast enough. So I have a hard time with it, but
apparently Twitter is now has a Clubhouse kind of feature, Spaces. I wonder if we could do some more stuff on that.
That's cool.
Nice.
Cool.
I've just come to the conclusion that most people are idiots.
Yeah.
I find that a lot on Clubhouse. I'm not that thrilled with Clubhouse myself.
I think most people are above average.
90% of people are above average.
I think on average, most people would disagree with you. Like, there's just so many simple counterfactuals to saying like the devil's causing this are associated with these frequencies, and I mean, they know there's no way to test that, and they just.
It feels good though. It feels good to think about magic stuff.
It feels good to belong to a community that believes similar things and just be together.
Yeah.
So and you can't signal who you're with, really. You can't wear a uniform within Clubhouse, so you have to do it with beliefs by proxy.
Conformity feels better than truth for a lot of people. And a lot of people in general think about how wrong people can be most of the time. People are not aware of how wrong we can be and the history of all the stupid shit we've been saying for like 2,000 years. And they're like not thinking about the totality of how like we could still be in that, we can still be in that conundrum.
The best tool for belief revision is to try to get people to not need to be loved.
Yeah.
And the thing is that that's impossible, right? Because we Homo sapiens have evolved to want attention and love, and stupid humans.
I have a psychology playlist on my channel because I think psychology is extremely important if you want to start practicing SE and be like aware of psychological pitfalls. And the very first video on that playlist is about conformity.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look at
Absolutely
that.
important,
That sounds really
like,
interesting.
must-see material. I built a whole playlist just for people interested in street epistemology and psychology, and it's like all my favorite videos from psychology stuff on YouTube. So check it out.
Okay, deal.
Yeah, I'd love to have like 100 people take the Ash conformity test. Whoever passes, like, doesn't conform. See how SE conversations go with them versus people who conform. I would love to see how that goes.
Right.
I would look at that video, but just because you told me to, I think I won't now. Because I don't want to conform.
Yeah.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
I don't want to give in to
was the
peer
name
pressure.
of that test?
Ash conformity test.
Ash conformity test.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's in the video, by the way. So you'll see the Ash conformity test in the video. They basically give you like lines. They give you one line on one side and then multiple lines on the other of various lengths, and they say which one is the same height as the
They
line
put you
on
in a group
on
setting.
the left. And they put you in a group with a bunch of actors who all pick the wrong one.
I know
and
exactly what
they
you're talking
see
about.
whether or
now.
not the contestant will also pick the wrong one. Yeah.
And a lot of the time they do
And a lot,
go with
if
the
you do
crowd.
it enough times, people will just start going with the crowd. Yeah. Though what's interesting is if you do like guess the number of gumballs in the gumball jar, you'll kind of sort of get the opposite effect when you average everybody's guess. And the average of everybody's guess tends to be pretty accurate for things like gumballs and guesstimating.
Did you invite Erica?
I just
Doug?
got word today from my parents. Oh, Doug's gone.
Go ahead.
I just got word from my parents that they're canceling Thanksgiving this year.
You want to hear a secret?
Which sucks.
Because of COVID stuff?
Probably would have been what I was going to talk about.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the secret, Doug?
What's
Yeah.
the secret? So today,
Let's live stream it.
So today I had to put a new SIM card in my wife's phone. And when I turned it on and opened it up, it was on a YouTube video. And guess whose YouTube video was on?
Yours?
No, it was on Mike Winger's.
Nice. Oh,
I found out today she listens to Mike Winger's content.
Someone explain me, please.
Oh my God, no. No.
That's not good.
Who's that?
What if she's a mod at the channel?
Mike
Wouldn't
Winger
that be
is
funny?
a Christian pastor YouTuber who I often critique on my channel.
Oh. Is your
Extremely
wife
harshly.
Christian?
Yeah, extremely harsh. And I've interviewed him several times, a long time ago.
I love how your wife doesn't listen to you.
Yeah.
Doug, has Mike Winger ever critiqued you?
On his channel? I think
Yeah.
he's talked about me, but I don't think he's like made a video all about me.
That'd be so weird sitting there and all of a sudden your husband's name comes up and the guy's critiquing your husband.
oh wow.
Look at that lay down.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ace Jack is such a terrible hand that can get you in trouble.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'd rather have
Jacks.
Ace 4. So yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, and I forget what video it was on. Oh, it was on the flood. It was like, is God evil for drowning? Something like that.
Well, sounds like it's a
That was like one of my
thoughtful one.
one of the first things that ever had me doubting the truth of Christianity when I was really young was my friend, I think it was in grade school, showed me a bunch of Kent Hovind videos, who was like really all about Kent Hovind and like young Earth creationism. And it was presented in such a like very cocky, self-confident kind of way. I was like, this must be the case, right? And I'm a young, impressionable, like, I don't know, 10-year-old or something. And I started considering it for a while. And then I remember thinking, like, how big does the art need to be to fit all the animals on there? And if you read the book, it says not just pairs, 7 pairs of every animal, right? It's not just the 7 pairs of every animal except for the unclean, which came in only 1 pair. I believe this is what's written. So it's not just a pair, it's like 7 pairs of all of the animals. And as I got older, I think I started researching like beetles for some school project, and there's 600,000 species of beetles in North America alone, just beetles. And I thought, okay, so like you take a square cube, 1 square cube of like, I don't know, an inch cube to fit a beetle inside. How many could you fit? Could you fit the beetles in just North America? Doing the math, you would not have enough room for the beetles of North America to fit in all of the ark. And this is if you go by the Christian like lengths of feet. So like go by a cubit, because they give the measurement, the width of the thing
Are
in
beetles
cubits,
clean?
which is like the distance between. That's a good question. I don't know. Well, okay, so clean meaning hooved, a hooved animal.
That's what clean means?
Yeah.
But it's
so
kinds,
clean means
right?
not hooved. So if you're hooved, you're not clean, like a pig or swine or something. Like anything that would be considered not kosher would be
But Nathan,
considered not
Christians
clean.
do believe in evolution, microevolution. So they would just say, you don't need to bring all the different beetles on, just couple, and then they evolve.
Just enough for the microevolution, which is impossible. Even even if it was 4,000 years ago, there's not nearly enough time. Even if you ask evolutionists, it takes much more time for that micro change that they're talking about to take place. So much so that it becomes a new species, and now they can't interbreed anymore. That would require thousands and thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of years. And
Nathan,
they're saying
I'm
it happened
sorry.
in 4,000 years?
I'm sorry, Nathan, just to be clear, you are convincing us here that Noah's Ark could not be real? Are you sure?
I know. I'm getting myself worked up.
I remember it being like 6, 7
It's
years
been a while
old.
since I thought about all this.
I saw the poster to Jurassic Park, and it's like 65 million years in the making. And then I go to Sunday school, Southern Baptist Sunday school, and like, dinosaurs a couple thousand years ago. Like, this doesn't compute, doesn't match. Getting mixed signals here.
You went to Baptist school?
Southern Baptist, like Sunday school. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Huh. Did your parents take you to that, or like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a diamond.
Yeah.
Erica.
Hey.
Hello.
I forgot to
Hello.
invite people. Did you invite her, Reed?
I did.
Okay.
She was
Yes,
commenting on
because
the
Reed
YouTubes.
remembered me.
Yeah.
No, actually, I was still in the live chat. No, it's
Erica, I
fine.
just want to say your hair is awesome right now. Like, I
Thank
really
you.
dig the hair.
Yeah, it's a different color in every light. Okay, I actually sent that.
You just won $42. You didn't even have to deal a card. Nothing.
It's
That's
420.
part of the conversation I saw was snowflakes and sound waves.
Oh yeah. Frequencies. It's the exact same. Like, my questions are pretty much the exact same for astrology. It's like, even if there is a connection somehow, how in the world did we figure out how we know it affects us? Like, in what way it affects us to such detail? Like, how did they do that? And if there's no answer for that, what do we think about that? That we just were given an answer? People just think on it real hard and write it down?
That's just what the app
They
says.
have no answer for that. Send them the link to Professor Dave Explains Quantum Mysticism is Stupid video.
I love Professor Dave. Like, he's so good.
He's amazing.
So Nathan, you mostly deal with all that hippie shit when it comes to like weird beliefs.
Yes, I'm in Portland, Oregon. This is why I sometimes feel like the odd one out, because I never came from like a religious background. And I don't know many really like deeply religious people, and I'm not really like, I don't know a lot of Christians even. For me, I'm like all about this because I deal with like the frequency woo-woo, like quantum physics means everything I think is what's real, and everything is real because what you think is what's true. Like, that stuff like has affected my life.
That's really cool.
No,
it's like it's a really
trying
cool.
to get you in.
And politics.
Wasn't trying to get you in a big hand right out of your first hand, Erica. I'm sorry, like that. Whoops.
It's refreshing, Nathan, to have that point of view.
Yeah, thanks.
Or do I have to wait 10 minutes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I'm just stuck in a fundy bubble, so it's good to hear that there's other crazy
Makes
people
dating
outside
really
there.
difficult, though.
Yeah.
Dating is way more difficult, yeah. But they love the idea that I like to interview people. I'm like, hey, I interview people and I just throw myself out there and I listen to all sorts of people. That sounds great. Like, yeah, you should try it sometime.
Nathan, when people find out you're like not into woo-woo beliefs, is there a tendency to like assume you're conservative?
There's a tendency to assume that I'm like not a deeply feeling person with emotions that like can be awed by the universe. That's like what I feel like the most like people feel like, oh well, he must not appreciate the finer things in life.
It's like you're not in
the
tune.
richness of reality. Yeah.
Like this
And
rational
that
versus
can
emotional
bother me.
stereotype.
And that's when I just like go off on, the things that I think do matter and why truth is important. Yeah, I have a whole like diatribe I can give to somebody if they really want to dig into my feels, my secular spirituality. Probably more so like, I don't even know, that word is so charged, but
I'll take a green number, please. One green number, please.
green number?
Yeah, that green trophy next to your name if you win a hand.
Right.
You don't have
I'd
one
like
yet.
to have one too. Be nice. I don't have one yet. Sorry, I lost $10.
I went on a distillery tour last night for my friend's 40th birthday party. It was interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. The fermentation process is always interesting.
And then they had this giant still. We're talking about it was probably a 2 foot wide copper still, but it went up like 80 feet. It was really, really tall. Local place that just opened. It's pretty neat.
Are you into spirits?
You could say that. I'm into it right now, actually.
I can't drink hard alcohol, like hardly at all. Just beer.
That's too bad. Or good, however you want to look at it.
Nice call.
Ooh,
Same with
Like,
coffee.
wow.
Did I get your heart pumping?
Don't do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sweating on that one. Which distillery did you go to, Aaron?
It's called
Greek.
let's see here. Savage and Cook. In a town next to mine. They've been open for about 4 years. And I didn't know this, but in order to be called a bourbon, it has to be aged 4 years in an oak cask. So they're finally just pumping out some of their own product. So
Oh, wow.
good.
I still don't know how you called that, Terry. Because so many things beat you there. And I knew you probably had a king and the flush, the queen, straight. Was there straight? I don't know.
Well, sometimes you just got to go for it.
That's true.
And it was you, Doug.
Oh. It was me.
Gosh.
You're a bluffer.
Hey, that was the first bluff I did today. Right? Maybe not.
Right.
Do I want to go all in? No, I
Yeah,
think I'd
flush.
rather just play and lose it. No.
Careful, if you start milking it, you're going to get made fun of by Doug.
That happens regardless.
This is true.
Oh shit.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Made the right choice.
Wow.
Oh,
Thank you.
that hurt.
Yeah,
Well, you've already bought in, so
definitely.
I saw the second one. So yeah, there you go.
Right next to the man who took me out. This is insulting.
You know, I think the real thing that got me interested in the problems of religion and being excited about doing something about like talking with people about their spiritual beliefs was being subscribed to Gallup polls. And they would send me a letter like each month of like something that's going on, and I would always read it. And there would always be correlations between religious beliefs and certain political views that were the opposite of my views. And I was like, how are they thinking this? And that's when I started thinking there was a correlation, like a necessary to talk about kind of connection between our beliefs and that sort of thing. Just to harken back on what we were talking about earlier. Shit, I'm just like not getting good hands today.
Oh, Diamond has a lot of money now.
Yes.
Aaron money.
I knew it.
I missed that hand where Aaron went broke. What happened there?
Full house was a full house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, Aaron just can't catch a break.
Can't catch a break.
There were 2 4s on the board, and there were also 2 2s on the board. And he had a 4, so he had a full house, 4s full of 2s. But then Diamond had king 4, and there was also a king on the board, so we had 4s full of kings.
Wow.
So. Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to get anyone on that because it seemed like everyone was slow playing.
And there were like a bunch of hearts too or something, right? Or no? Or was that different?
Yeah. Could have been a flush.
So a thing is happening for me where everybody's video is freezing. So I'm like trying to refresh the page every so often because like everybody is frozen. So I'm going to do that real quick. BRB.
Fine for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I refresh, everybody comes back, and eventually it'll all freeze again.
I turned on the, what is it, straddle thing?
Oh, I bet you. Yeah, you have to go back.
Straddle?
Yeah, you can straddle.
Okay.
I'll turn it on for me. I don't know.
Just go preferences, auto straddle. Yes.
Why are we out, Diamond?
I had stepped away for a minute. I don't know why you're out. Oh, because you bought in. You haven't been dealt yet, have you?
The dealer hasn't passed you yet. I assume.
I think you need to play a big blind. Maybe I have to wait for the big blind to come around. Maybe. That's how it is on a lot of the poker sites I play.
That didn't used to be. It might be an option that got turned on recently. Because I feel like it used to be you just got in.
So what is that straddle thing?
A straddle.
What is that?
A straddle is it's like an extra bet. Sometimes it could be like right after the big blind. You could straddle. You could put in like instead of 1, 2, you could also put in like another 4. And it's just an extra blind. It like increases the stakes of the game a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't ask you to do it. Like I was in that position to do it, right?
It just does it automatically if you turn it on.
Shouldn't there be an option rather than just having it in the preferences? That's weird.
It's sometimes right after the big blind you can straddle, but it's sometimes the dealer that you can straddle. So it depends where they put straddle.
I don't want to do it. If you want to do it, turn on the preferences.
And John, is it really just about increasing the stakes?
The stakes. I mean, that's essentially what it does. I mean, it depends. Like it's like a lot of the games, like live cash games that I've seen, it's like 1, 2, 5 or 2, 5, 10. Like, and it does put more. It puts more money in the pot pre-flop. So it doesn't raise it much, but like if there's a difference between like the big blind is 5 and you raise to 20. That's like
okay.
Wow.
It's fucking gamble, guys.
God damn it.
Brutal.
So I could tell
Well,
you.
yeah, sure. Go on. Sorry.
So Matt, it's really interesting there. You had ace 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
and I had folded 3, 4, 5. I folded 6, 7. So I folded that pre-flop, so I would have lost the best straight to a flush if I hadn't folded that. But anyway, shadowing like if the big blind is 5 and you bet 20, you're betting 4 times the big blind, and that's a different. If there's a straddle of 10, then you're just betting 2 times the big blind. So it makes it like if you just bet 20. And you're only betting 2 times the big blind, it makes it more worth it for other people to also get in the pot because you're not raising that much. So it increases them a little bit.
So does it work randomly for us now?
You can turn it on in the preferences.
Oh, to each their own? It's not for the table?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's how it works.
What's the game setting exactly then?
I just turn it on. It says allow UTG under the gun straddle 2 big blind.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you can make it. You can turn on the option basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, under the gun is right after the big blind.
I feel good about that all in. That was a good all in. I was trying to get you out because I was worried about a flush draw. It was the right move.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It made me think for like a half a second. So you did pretty good there. But God, it felt good to win Matt money.
Yeah, Doug knows. Doug knows what it's like.
Feels good to be a gangster.
You ever see Office Space?
Yeah.
In the very beginning when that song's playing.
And he has to turn it down. Oof.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
Nice call.
Good call.
Oh, here we go. I'm straddling.
I did a lot of math, but I was pretty sure there was only one hand that could beat me, and that's if he had a 6-8 or something.
Yep.
Oh, it's cool that they have a S on a straddle button. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, this is like a geometrically increasing series here.
Let's see the 16. Come on, 16. All right.
There was one game where Chucky and I were doubling our bets each time. It did not work out well for me. I just couldn't break it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Reed, I hate to bring up Daniel Ray each week, but I'm like nearly done with the final edits here of this video, and all I have to do is the thumbnail for the first video that I sent you. The second one is like 2 hours long, and I'm thinking, oh, and I got his consent to post everything, by the way.
Okay.
So, though he asked that I remove the part where he talks about Jacqueline Glenn,
Nice.
We are streaming.
and he told me we are streaming. That's fine. But I mean, we don't know what he said. That's fine.
Yeah, if you're
I
just
think I
going to
can
go
say
more
at very
into it,
least
yeah.
what we cut out.
Yeah.
Cut out
Yeah.
what?
He
What
talks about a
exactly?
YouTuber, like an atheist YouTuber, Jacqueline Glenn.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
heard of him.
And yeah, so he asked me to cut that part out. And while I'm at it, if I'm going to cut that out, I kind of want to just cut out a lot of nonsense, like veering off the trail completely, where he's like I might not be able to talk to you next week, but I'm not saying I'm not gonna, like he's getting all defensive and like, oh, there's like a lot of that, and I'm wondering if I should just go in and dissect a lot of that out, and then maybe put in a full version in the description. What do you think about that, Reed? Do you think I could trim out like 40 minutes of that talk, probably, or try to upload everything?
No, trim it.
Trim it.
Yeah, trim it.
Yeah, and if he gets mad, so what?
Trim it. Yeah. Okay. I want it to be watchable, and there's parts in it that don't happen until near the end that are really good. So, I'll probably go in and cut it out. And then I'll release two videos of the same thing.
Do what I do. Say in the description box, this video was edited out of context to
To make
to
to make
lead
Daniel
people
look
to
bad.
hell.
John, like how many people usually come to this clubhouse thing? Like I'm just trying to get an idea like what I'm in for.
The time I did it, I mean, it was like 20, 30 something people in the audience. Like it wasn't too many, but yeah.
Are the people like just trying to learn about street epistemology, or are they like trying to?
John got slammed.
A little bit, yeah. There was a lot of criticism of street epistemology, and I was the person. I don't know if I was trying to like defend it, but like at least explain, because like a lot of the criticisms weren't really, I don't know, that they weren't valid criticisms. Like I mean, like I think they just misunderstood what SE was, but it like sorry, wait, what was your question one more time?
My original question was just like, what was it like? But then Diamond pointed out that I guess you had a tough time this last week or something.
Well, yeah, 2 weeks ago, but it was
Or 2 weeks ago.
I mean, yeah, everybody that, well, not everybody, but a lot of the people that we invited up on stage to like talk, like, had some sort of criticism about like the ethicality of it, or like one guy saying like when you talk to somebody about a belief they have, you're helping them rationalize their belief. That was a weird one. And then another was saying like when we have these conversations, we're not like earlier I had said I try to be neutral when it comes to the conversation. Like I don't want to insert my opinion. I want to remain neutral on the topic.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, the best way to do it. But then a guy came on stage and said, you know, you're not neutral. You're out there trying to like convince somebody of like to disbelieve what they believe or something like that. It was like something like he was trying to say my motivations weren't neutral. So it was just a bunch of weird criticisms, and I was up there like, no, that's not how it works. No, that's not exactly. We're not trying to be unethical, stuff like that. So
You should have criticized that guy who was questioning your motivations, saying,
yeah, motivations is mind reading.
You should have said, how dare you come in here and try to convince me that I'm doing something wrong, or don't you have a motivation? Screw you.
I think about this very differently. My advice would be the best solution to that would be more SC on that.
Yeah.
Like, and making an outsider test. Okay, show me how to do it. You're out on a park. Somebody believes in reincarnation or astrology or whatever. Flat Earth doesn't even matter. They sit at your booth.
Yeah.
What do? Do you tell them they're wrong? Do you think that's going to work? Or are you going to ask them questions? And if you're going to ask them questions, what kind of questions are you going to ask? And put the burden on them to explain
how would they do it differently.
Yeah,
that's a good
Show
way
me how to do it.
What would you do?
Yeah, that one guy made it sound like it was all atheists talking strictly religion and theism, and it was John was trying to explain, and I think it's not just theism versus atheism. There are a lot of different subjects that we can SC on. But they were just focusing on, well, you're just trying to convert people. You have a motivation because of Peter Boghossian, because of the book,
Yeah. And I think eventually I said that guy was just getting really frustrating, and so he said I wasn't neutral, and I said I would like people to critically think about their beliefs. If you don't think that's neutral, then I'm not neutral. I don't know what you want me to say.
I would just say, I try. How do you try to be neutral?
Yeah.
Ask him
what's the best way to try to be neutral?
Yeah. Would you rather I just be totally biased when I talk to someone?
Well, they might just say, if you're saying you're neutral, but you're really biased, give people a heads up of your bias. He could be biased.
Yeah.
He's just appealing to.
I had you on Pocket Kings.
Good read.
Which is a fair criticism.
Well, that was a good read.
Pocket Kings or Pocket Aces. Either or, I knew I had them.
Damn.
On that point of I guess the criticism normally goes SC is atheist evangelism or something like that.
Yeah.
On Discord yesterday, I saw the damnedest thing. For the Australian friendly practice, we had Luke, the Catholic guy. Mm-hmm. He was essaying this Seventh-day Adventist from Australia who was super fundamentalist.
Oh,
and and Luke was asking all the right questions because he's well, now why do you believe your book is true? Because Luke doesn't believe that because he's Catholic. They're well, the Bible, whatever. We got my tradition. But it's funny, and why should I trust your experts? Was a question when it's so ironic. He's asking all the right questions, but it's interesting how he doesn't apply it to his own view.
Has anybody listened to the Oh No, Ross and Carrie podcast?
Yeah.
They did a whole series on Seventh-day Adventists, and it was one of the most entertaining things I've ever listened to.
Oh, where they went to a conference and
they
tried
to
hide
out
the
to
facts.
do 24 meetings or something like that.
Yeah, and they finally start to talk a lot about the religion and stuff. Man.
You don't have your straddle turn on, Reed?
No.
All in or fold? Oh, the quiet silence of poker.
Community of silent people playing poker for money.
At some point, it's going to look like those sad people just putting coins into the slot machine and pulling the handle.
Cigarette going to be us someday.
You ever been to a casino and you see those people, you know, who are like, they have their kids nearby, you know, and they're like,
They have just accepted their fate.
yeah, it's like 10 in the morning. They got like a mixed drink.
Excuse me.
Don't judge that person.
Yeah, no, it's.
I do judge. I love judging.
I don't know if I judge. I think it's just sad sometimes. I mean, like, there's people that go in there that like live on a fixed income, like they don't have a lot of money to spend, like a lot of disposable income, and they go in there and do that. Like,
Do you think they would be sad if you asked them?
Probably not, actually. I mean, they probably enjoy what they do. I don't know. I don't know. Since I like started playing poker as a hobby, I've always tried to budget and not put more money in than, you know,
You can
not
afford.
break the
You can
bank.
afford to lose.
Yeah.
What's a budget?
Yeah. Right.
Did you ever hear there was a show, I never saw it, but he was like a British gambler who I don't know, he had like a normal middle class life in England, and he decided he was gonna he wanted to double his money, so he sold every possession he had, he turned it into cash, he went to a casino and he put it all on red.
That's risky.
And it hit.
Wow.
Did the Holy Spirit tell him to do that?
Yeah, it must have, yeah.
You know, you only have like a 48% chance of winning.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, they got an edge.
Fuck. Yeah, if I go to an actual casino, the only games I want to play are the ones that have like statistical break-even odds. Like, let's see, Blackjack.
Blackjack's
and
not
crap.
bad. Yeah.
And
Craps is pretty good. That's right.
I don't know how to play craps, but I'd probably learn.
I learned a little bit. Yeah, it's if you make only certain bets, it's pretty good in terms of the edge.
Okay.
Well, Blackjack is like, if you learn, there's a basic strategy that if you learn
Yeah,
it,
for counting cards.
Well, yeah.
No, even without counting cards, even if you just learn the basic strategy, you minimize the edge
Oh, yeah.
right there.
17.
Yeah.
Stay
Like
at 17.
even it's like you're allowed to have a basic strategy card, like a cheat sheet at the
Right.
table, because it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Oh, nice.
Ouch.
That was beautiful.
Oh.
Good job, Terry.
Thanks. I'm
So with
sweating
like
a
a-
lot.
If you play perfect basic strategy at blackjack, the casino still has like a small like 1%, half of a
Yeah,
percent edge.
yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Although
And
I know
then
this.
if you start counting cards, that's when you get the edge.
Yeah, but they make it difficult
Oh, yeah.
to have card counting be effective. They'll
Yeah.
use like seven deck shoes, and they'll shuffle like way before it gets to the end of the deck.
Yeah.
What's a 7-deck shoe?
So like when they have a bunch of cards that they use, right? And they'll basically put 7 decks of cards together.
Okay.
And
right, the shoe is where they pull the things out of.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
yeah.
No, I do not spend time in the casino.
I haven't been in a casino in like, I don't know, 6-7 years probably. I used to go sometimes.
I learned all my skills from Aaron.
Doubt.
The thing is with blackjack too, a lot of people don't realize that there are places that you go, like in some casinos, where they don't give you the proper odds if you hit a blackjack, and if you play on one of those tables, the edge is like really bad. It's nowhere near like 0.5%. They need to give you the 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2 on a blackjack is like the standard, but then there are some tables that will do 6-5.
Why?
Right.
Please come, Terry.
Queen 3. Like it. I like it.
I think I'm having tachycardia right now.
Oh, man.
Luckily, you're a nurse.
But I'm not. I'm a respiratory therapist. I'm not a nurse.
Oh, okay.
That's all right.
Reed, have you started watching the new Dexter?
Who?
Dexter, the show.
Oh yeah. No, I have not.
You haven't watched it yet?
I'm going to. I've watched all the other seasons, but I just hate it when they give us one episode each week. I wait for a bit more to come out and then start watching.
I hated the last few episodes of the last season. Is it good though?
Yeah, I've liked it.
There were some really good seasons of Dexter though.
I don't watch a lot of TV, but I've been watching this reality show from the History Channel called Alone. Have you heard of this show?
Yes. It's
So they,
rad.
they send all these people out into the wilderness and just tell them to survive. And so long as your body stays within a certain body
you
fat index,
You would have had it. You would have had it, Erica.
Too much that could have beaten me, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we would have ran it twice.
as long as you stay within that index, they let you stay on. It's a really cool show.
You win $1 million or something like that.
Yeah.
You actually had a real
season
straight
8.
flush draw there, Doug.
Yeah. I was hoping to get it.
Did you look at the reveal?
Yeah, you would have won the first if we would have gone twice. I also like the new season of Yellowstone.
I haven't watched either of those.
Oh wow.
Matt's making me go all in. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh.
All right. There it is. Flush beats the 2 pair.
Diamond, you should
All right.
watch the first 4 seasons of Dexter. On
Okay.
Showtime.
You out of here,
That's
Nathan?
gonna be
Yeah, that's probably it for me today.
How's-
Enough losing for me
You were
today.
Terry's good luck charm.
Yeah, totally.
The odds are now in your favor again.
She said it was
Hey,
the poker that
Nathan.
got her heartbeat up, but it really was you.
Nathan, can I email you and have a little discussion with you?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, you
is
can
your
also just tell me
email
what's
on
your
your
mind right now,
website?
since I'm not playing anymore.
No,
Yeah,
that's
it's also
all right.
on every video.
Okay.
Every video under the description, all my contact and all my socials are all on there. You can reach me Twitter. To be perfectly honest, though, I don't really check my email a whole lot, even for my own personal email. So I should probably check my channel email. Let me see if I have anything.
And Terry, just to let you know, that when we went out to dinner together, me and Nathan, he never texted me back. I mean, there was just nothing afterwards.
That's all right. I've been stood up before. I'm cool with that.
He's more of a
I
wham
don't
bam,
like
thank
that
you, ma'am
bet.
guy.
I don't like that bet.
Is it because you put out on the first date?
A wandering hippie.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Sorry about
Did it
that.
again. He did it again.
No.
Oh no!
Wow.
I've never seen anyone with so
Wow.
much cash
Wow.
ever playing this ever.
What's
I've never seen
happening?
anyone with that high count.
Wow.
That's the highest count by
Ooh.
far I've ever seen. I think I've seen like 1,500.
Wow.
Yep.
There you go.
Isn't that Clover?
I did go to an Irish festival today, so yeah, love the Irish.
why.
Yeah,
Okay.
Luck of the Irish.
it was actually pretty sad. It was just like a couple warehouses with tons of vendors. Not great, but that's okay. They had good music.
I just ran in. Who started the raise on this one? Is it
I did.
John?
John, do you think Harry's ever gonna come with the time being, what is it, 8 a.m. for him?
Probably not.
It'd be really cool to have like a full global thing.
Just wait until the tournament feature happens. That'd be good. I think Tugs is watching Doug. You might want to send him an invite.
Or are these guys? Oh, Aaron, look at his face. Are you coming back in, Aaron?
I think you broke Aaron.
He can hang out as long as he wants.
I think he's gonna study me, and then he's gonna get all my money back.
Anybody else in the I should invite? I'll
Whatever you
invite
want.
Colby.
I think Nidemos as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Aaron looks like he just found out Christianity is not true.
Doug, have you done any streaming recently? I don't think I've seen one of your videos in a while.
Yeah, I've really scaled back partly because of work, partly because kind of burned out, partly because of health.
Yeah.
Okay,
I need a little mental reset. That's all.
That's a good attitude to have because, like, I can tell you, I get tilted a lot, and yeah, just taking a break usually helps.
I was gonna crack a joke, but then you went into health, and it just didn't seem right.
No. There are also
Can't
times
kick a
though,
guy
where,
while
like,
he's down.
there are also times where I'm playing and like I end up winning a bunch of money, and I have to
Nice
like
call.
take a break too.
Thanks.
Had it. When I end up winning a bunch of money, I also have to take a break because like then I get like too cocky, too in my head, and I'm thinking like, oh yeah, the best poker player ever. And I start betting way too much.
Okay. So in 10 minutes, Tux, Nicholas, and Colby, you're invited. If you don't check your email sooner than that.
Matt, you're muted.
Does someone have the radio on in the background? I hear like a deep voice.
What's the name of the god of electricity?
Thor?
Odin, I think, is the god of thunder.
Yeah, Odin was the god of thunder.
Or
Thor.
Thor?
Zeus?
Lightning?
So
I'm
he
not
would be in
sure.
charge of electricity, right?
Yeah, no, it's Thor.
Was it?
Like he always
Yeah.
put his hammer up, and then the lightning would come down, and
He gets
channel
lightning
through.
and thunder together.
Yeah, but you can't have one without the other. So Hey, Tux.
Hey.
Hi, good.
Oh,
Been listening for about an hour.
Okay.
Hmm.
Terry just took down 2 killer pots on the 10-minute delay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And make that 3.
There she goes again.
Pair of aces, and you called. Man,
So I got booted out of that last hand, which I had a pretty good hand. And when I came back in, I had 2 aces. And I'm like, holy shit, can I get booted again?
Well, actually, you should thank Matt, Terry, because he won that pot for you. Because his bet forced me to fold, and I would have hit trip tens.
oh really?
Oh,
Because I figured you
really?
had. Yeah, I
Yeah.
figured you had tens.
So you should give at least half of that money back to Matt.
Sure. I'll send
That's
you
how
a
it
check.
works.
Okay, yeah.
Check's in the mail.
I take money orders as well.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a while.
Read my check is in the mail as well.
Okay, great.
I recently watched a thing on PBS called In Their Own Words. It was on it's about people. They had one on Elon Musk. And they were talking about, like one of the first things he did was PayPal. And I didn't realize it, but like sometimes it takes like a journalist or a documentary to kind of point this out. But like they pointed out that like in the mid to late 90s, the only way you could buy something from someone like remotely was to either mail them a check or to call them on the phone and hope that they were trustworthy enough to take your credit card information and not like fraudulently charge it. And that was basically it. And there was no like, if they were going to send you something, you just had to wait for it.
No escrow type of policy
Right.
controlled environment like PayPal. Yeah.
Usually you save that for the river, Diamond.
He's using his stack.
I know how the tables have turned, right?
No, I think he has it this time.
Has what exactly? 3 jack?
Either two pair or kings or 8. Yeah,
Queens.
top
Okay.
top, good enough.
Oh. Just wow. A 10-minute delay. Doug just said,
What?
Aaron looks like Christianity. Just found out Christianity isn't
Oh,
real.
you added on the flop.
Sure.
God.
Oh, and the rich get richer.
I would much rather not relive that right now, Tux. Thanks. It's a
Okay.
little too fresh.
You know those times when you're not supposed to smile, but you can't help it?
You
like,
know,
like at a funeral.
Fuck out of here.
How did John Maddox put it? I just can't help but smile like a little bitch.
I had to keep a poker face during my first win against Matt because John was talking about this depressing event of people being killed and kind of got robbed of celebration.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It's cool.
I mean, next time, even while I'm talking about that, if you want to get up and do like an end zone dance like that, that's good. You know?
Yeah.
Who's the professional poker player who seemed to I feel like that guy who seemed to enjoy losing more than he did winning.
Phil Ivey has said that.
Yeah. I could see how that could be something to seek after because I had a very strong reaction to losing that pot. Like 10 times more than I would have if I won it.
But not a good reaction, right?
Well, I don't know. What is good, Doug? Right?
Is it?
I think that's called masochism.
Are you saying like losing a pot in poker is akin to like cutting yourself as therapy?
Well, I've never cut myself, but I could see the correlation.
Oh, this got dark fast.
You were going for this flush also, Rob?
Well, I had a straight draw.
Okay.
And, yeah.
I've never intentionally cut myself. I've cut myself lots of times.
Ooh, yowzers. 18.
Yeah, that's my number today.
What was John Malkovich's character's name in that movie, Rounders?
Yevgeny. Alexei.
No.
It wasn't Alexei.
I can Google it quickly.
Teddy
Igor.
KGB. It was like wasn't it Teddy KGB? Something like that?
Yeah, Teddy
Yeah,
KGB.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
right. Yeah, Teddy KGB.
KGB
Teddy
such a
KGB.
stupid. Everything about him, it was crazy. Even the name.
Okay.
Nice.
It always happens, eh, Tux? You got pocket kings and ace comes on the flop.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother you because you got big cherries.
Do you have that? Do you have those cherries like hanging from the back of your truck?
Yeah, exactly. Sounds like AC/DC is going to be ringing through my head for the rest of the night. Some balls are held for charity.
Gee.
Some balls are held for fancy dress. But when they're held for pleasure, those are the balls that I love best.
Yeah, it's really poetry.
It's really poetry.
John, when you used that whatchamacallit, Clubhouse, did you use the phone app or did you get the application on a desktop computer?
I use the phone app. I wish I'd used the desktop one, but yeah, I use the phone. It wasn't too bad. I mean, like, there are, like, I found a similar app called Spoon, which, like, it's almost exactly like Clubhouse, but it had a thing where you could, like, pick a category for what kind of stream you were going into. You know, like games or, you know, politics, you know, stuff like that. And then one of them was beliefs. So you could, you know, have an entire stream about, or there are a lot of streams with that category, but like some like spirituality, stuff like that. So, yeah, so I went to the beliefs section and I was navigating that, but that's a phone app. I don't even think they have a desktop thing, but yeah, Spoons is like it's like there's a lot of microtransactions in there. Not like they're completely optional. You can buy spoons to tip streamers, or the streamers can use them to extend the stream because they're like limited to 2 hours. You can like use spoons to make it 2.5 hours or 3.
I see.
So, yeah.
I would have normally said good luck all in, but it was Doug.
Oh my.
I was actually surprised I was ahead the whole way there.
I thought you were just trying to bully me out.
I would never do that to you.
No.
I would do that to Matt.
I think that's exactly what you were doing until the river when you hit a queen. So
No, I actually thought I had the best. I thought I had the best hand until the second 9 on the turn, and then I thought, well, maybe she does have a 9.
You know, that big slick.
No, I had ace queen.
No. On this hand, I'm wondering if anyone has a big slick.
I've never called it a big slick. I've called it a Broadway.
I thought Broadway's like the straight, like an ace, king, queen, jack, 10 straight.
Any
I thought
Broadway
that's what you were referring to.
I thought big
Broadway is
slick was
sort of
just
like
ace,
a-
king.
I'm actually not sure
big
about
slick's an ace
that.
king. Got it.
Broadway just refers to any card ace through 10. Like these are all Broadway cards right now.
All Broadway cards.
Okay. Ace against
You don't
ace.
look too confident though.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Oh wow, same
Oh,
hands.
good hand.
No.
What a waste of time.
We all could have
Everybody
won.
chops. Unless
That
there was a flush draw.
expected.
Everybody wins.
You get a straight. You get a straight. You get a straight.
With an ace, yeah. Even the jacks were similar.
At least it's not a Matt raise.
Yeah. Made sure of that.
It was a non-Matt raise by Matt.
Ooh, getting some action from Diamond.
Who's the goofball who min raised? Oh, Diamond, of course.
Thank
He's
you,
just
Diamond.
flex. This is why I hate capitalism. You know, once you get some money, you just show it off. And
You would never do that, right, Doug?
Never.
John has the holy number of 777. Shall we bow our heads in prayer?
By the way, Diamond, who's your favorite UFC fighter? Dustin Poirier?
What are the options?
Well, he's called the Diamond, so nickname.
There's only one option if you're Russian, and that's Fedor.
Well, there's also a Valentino Shevchenko.
Yeah.
Shevchenko.
Chenko must be
He's
Ukrainian.
not a UFC fighter though.
Female.
Oh,
Yeah, Federer was never a UFC fighter. Valentina is.
Wasn't Valentina the first woman in space? Valentina, whatever. her name
Yeah,
was?
Tereshkova. Yeah, the same name.
Ram, do you know the truth about Russians in space? Like how many have they lost? Do you know?
Lost what? People?
Yeah.
cosmonauts.
No idea.
Because weren't they ahead of the Americans for a long time?
I haven't heard about some conspiracy theories that were hiding what people lost, actually. Maybe there are. I don't know. But our Mars rovers are shit. Several of them were just didn't get there.
Although Russia had like one of the only probes that landed on Venus, didn't it?
Yes.
And wasn't ours just designed to the one we have went to Venus with the, or was that one of the moons on Saturn? I can't remember.
We've had ones that have seen moon to Saturn.
We've sent them into orbit around the planet, do its observation, and then send it purposely towards the planet.
Yeah, I think that was Saturn. That was Cassini.
Cassini, that's it. Yeah, Cassini.
Exactly. Very nice and glorious death.
Definitely.
Russia's like the father of rocketry, right? They have Tsiolkovsky. Was it Tsiolkovsky rocket equation?
Yeah.
Is it? Am I correct in thinking, Ram, that peoples whose names end in Shenko or Chenko generally are like Ukrainian, or do I have that wrong?
It's difficult for me to distinguish between Ukrainian and Russian in terms of nationality. In terms of citizenship, it's easy, of course, but in terms of nationality, I have no idea. I've heard of people that names who call themselves Russian as well, so I'm not sure. But probably most of them are Ukrainian, yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure there was Valentina Tereshkova, and she was the first woman in space.
We just said that.
Yeah, she's still alive,
Well,
and she's
still alive.
She's still alive, and she works for the government, and they use her like a face to propose some stupid laws, like for Putin to stay for the next term again, which was against the constitution. So they changed the constitution so that he could be a president again, and she was the one who presented this law. Yeah, she has been with every government since 1960s. Like she was supporting all the governments. Yeah. I mean, not all the governments of different countries, but all the cabinets, right, of the Soviet or Russian governments.
Oh, and did the Russian government, in your opinion, tell the truth when that nuclear reactor melted down? Where was that again?
Chernobyl.
Yeah. Looking back, do you think it was covered up at all, or no?
Wait, what do you think they were saying again, please?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what they were saying, but I'm just saying, was there any conspiracy theories on that?
Right. No, I don't think there are a lot of conspiracies right now. I think it's consensual that they were hiding the truth during the first several days.
Yeah,
and
that's
that was very bad because a lot more could be saved. But after that, it was investigated from all angles, and
Oh goodness, that's not what I wanted to see.
I should have folded my pocket aces.
so I'm not sure there are any mysteries unsolved about the Chernobyl.
Yeah, the way the West figured that out was that some neighboring countries, like in Scandinavia, started detecting radiation in the atmosphere. And I think I remember reading about it. I remember this is a Western account anyway, but they're saying that the Russian or the Soviet government was doing the whataboutism.
Are you milking me? Are you milking me like a cat, Erica?
No, it's not that. His are not that big. You just could.
Wow.
Little by little.
But how America found out about Chernobyl, Matt, is very similar to how I found out I had a very high T count because the neighbor ladies started to grow hair on their chest. I should get my testosterone level checked again. Because like 5 years ago, it was at 1280. Oh my goodness, Terry.
I was trying to raise and I couldn't raise.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, fuck.
Oh, you know what? Like I noticed today that they changed the location of the bet button with the back button. So like I keep clicking back when I want to make a bet. I don't know if
the way what's happening here with Terry. Listen to
Terry,
me closely. You need to stop and get all the money you can get together and go to the casino immediately.
Terry, if I'm going to lose to anybody, I want it to be you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Same here. If I'm going to lose to anybody, I want it to be you.
Geez, you guys are just too much, man.
That's your second set of aces. Jeez, oh man.
Well, no, that.
She had quads there, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
She flopped quads.
But
you're right.
Quad aces.
You're right. Yeah.
Flopped quad aces.
She had pocket aces earlier in the night too. Yeah.
Wow.
That's my second pocket aces.
That is.
Wait, so
you actually, if you do that at a
you couldn't
casino,
find the button or what?
Well, no, I hit 50. Hang on. What's going on?
I went all in.
Nothing good.
I'm out. Yeah, I hit 50 and it wouldn't enter. So then I was running out of time. So I had to hit back and I'm like, screw it. Just hit enter.
So that's what was happening.
I didn't want to fold on that one.
Are you willing to run twice, Matt?
I haven't made that decision yet.
I guess I can't ask Reed if he's going to call. That's a good bet. Yeah, it's not worth it. Oh, quick call by Reed. Is it 2 sets? Oh, what?
Oh, 3 of a kind.
Oh, damn.
Fuck. I did.
No,
I
you still
ran
win,
it
Reed.
twice.
yeah.
Wait, why?
You still
Why?
win,
Why?
Reed.
Because
Oh, wait.
the
Oh,
pair of
because
the
there's a
board
pair-
gave him
oh,
a full
Jesus
house.
Christ.
Oh, okay, about to say.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Woo.
I thought Matt had the pocket fours, but Reed did.
Nice.
I'm gonna go stoke the fire. I'll be right back.
Oh, is
Yeah,
that
positive.
code for kissing Mrs. Tux?
Matt, you can do it. You can come all the way back. 26 chips. You can double up like
Yeah.
several times.
Yeah.
Get ahead of time.
No, John, don't give him false hope. Just tell him he's screwed. Tell him to get another $50 ready.
Shit, I'm back to another thing.
Matt bet.
Did not mean to do that.
Like as long as Terry and Diamond are here tonight, like none of us are going home winners, or not at least not big winners. We're all doomed.
I just did the math. If you double up 6 times, you got it.
It's only like a 7 sigma event.
If I go all in and everyone else calls, that's that's possible, right?
Well, flip a coin. How many times did you say, John? 6?
Yeah, if you double up 6 times, you got to double 26, then double 58. So
Yeah, just flip a coin 6 times and see if it all comes out heads.
Oof! Look at that. 4 clubs.
Good bet.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
I love that little think you had there, Reed, before you raised. That was a nice little false tell.
And there have been times where, like when I played live, I made a straight, and like I was thinking about how much to raise, and that decision was like, how much should I raise? And I did this like heavy sigh, and then I raised, and he called, and he's like, "You sighed. I thought you didn't like make it." Sorry, man.
What the heck does everybody have? John has an ace, Terry has a 5, Diane has a 2, Aaron has a 3-4, and is going to win everything.
Preemptively spending the life.
Sorry for calling your hand, Aaron. I didn't mean to scare people off.
Two pair.
Nice.
I didn't want Diamond to go over top of me, so I was scared to bet. I got shook. I'm shook from Diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that
If that had happened for a third time, like that would have been bad.
Filled with the holy diamond.
Filled with the holy diamond.
It's burning up your belly.
Hey Matt, so you asked me if I had the mobile app or the desktop app for Clubhouse. I don't think there is a desktop. Like I went to the website and it's just all links to the mobile app.
They don't have an official one, but there is one called what was it, Club Deck or something like that.
And Clubhouse is Apple products only, correct?
No,
not anymore.
It's now for Android. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on Android.
I bought a bunch of Clubhouse shares. Well, not a bunch, but a bunch of Clubhouse shares, and then they stopped selling them.
Shares or chairs?
Shares.
Are there a publicly traded company?
Not really.
Like church chairs.
Like they retracted them or something like that. They don't really want them. Yeah. There's. I called my broker. I was like, "Hey, what's up with this stock? I can't buy it anymore." And they're like, "Yeah, there's only a limited amount. They retracted all of them. There's only 1,500 available." And they're not really publicly trading. They're not going to move towards going to a stock market. They're a pink slip. They're a pink slip if you want to buy them.
So they're just going to stay private?
Yeah, it looks like.
Oh.
I mean, basically, it's
touche. I think you have it, but I'm pot committed.
Whew. Like you don't have
Nice.
10. I knew
Nope.
you had an ace. Like you don't have.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
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 Whoa, what a turnaround.
Wow.
Tides have turned.
Oh,
That was good. That was good.
the monster pot right there.
Distribution of wealth happening here.
Why can't Diamond donk his money off to me?
I don't like you, Doug.
I like that you said that. I like that you don't like me.
Terry, your pocket ace hands live on the 10-minute delay. If that happens in Vegas, by the way, when you're at a cash table, there's usually a board somewhere that you can look, and there's usually a payout for getting that hand that you got. And sometimes they give a bonus if you flop it on top.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
If you flop four of a kind.
If you've got pocket aces and you flop quads, there's a number on there, and I think they give either if you get that, you get the pot of whatever that bonus is, and if you flop it, you get an additional bonus, either a doubler or something like that. And sometimes they'll have a star next to it or something like that. So it's rare, but it happens. Watch somebody flop jacks like that and hit a pretty good pot as a bonus. They stop the game for a second and they kind of hand him the deck of cards in his winning hand and stuff like that. Take pictures.
And it
was, I mean, it wasn't even that much. I mean, I want to say it was like $380 or something like that.
Do they do that for a straight flush too?
Straight flush. No, I don't think so. I mean, there's usually a chalkboard or, some sort of video board or something like that. It has what they are. So if somebody's hit that, those jacks, for instance, and another person hits it, then that balance goes back to zero. And like every day, each quad goes up. There might be a royal flush. There might be some straight flushes. I don't remember.
A lot of casinos also have like bad beat things where like if you get full house over full house and you're the guy that lost, you get like a jackpot for getting beat so badly, like quads over quads, stuff like that.
That's thoughtful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hate you, Diamond.
Just go all in and work for a read.
There's so much love in the room today.
I really hate you. You probably pulled a flush, you bastard.
Yeah, tell me how you really feel, Matt.
God damn it.
Wow. So lucky.
What'd you have, Matt?
I had two pair.
I
I had to keep you honest. I mean, I didn't have to, but I wanted to.
Yeah, I feel it. I
was on a straight draw, so it's a good thing I didn't hit it. I would have been wasted.
Interesting.
Interesting. A lot of possibilities.
So John's rep of the flush didn't work out. And I was going to slow play this shit.
Really?
I'm not convinced that I'm winning this hand, but I'm going to check anyways.
Straight. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The bottom end of the straight.
I had a
Two
bottom end
hearts,
straight also.
2 hearts.
Talks you and me.
I had you on the flush, and all you had was a straight draw.
Oh, shoot.
Well, I feel compelled to bet something.
How much do you feel compelled to bet?
Maybe I'll let someone else bet now. Wow.
That was ridiculous.
Nice hand, Erica.
I only called because I'm like, if I fold and a 7 comes up, I'm gonna be so pissed. Someone's got an echo.
Yeah, someone's causing an echo. Oh, it was John.
Those Tux.
It was? It's so crazy.
No, I think it was Tux.
I did what to who? How many times? Doggy biscuits?
What?
I don't hear an echo, and it's because John muted himself, I thought.
Damn it. Trying to get in at least one good bluff.
You just have to have Brazilian chips like Diamond. You can do bluff all they want.
Yeah, just bluff, who cares? I got all the money.
I'll take one Brazilian chips, please.
Didn't we
Until you
just have
go
double
up
sevens?
against someone else's full house.
The Aaron fold.
Yeah, I have no business being in this hand.
Yeah, me neither. Erica, you're familiar with Bobby McFerrin, right? Bobby McFerrin. He did a
Don't worry, be
Don't
happy.
Worry, Be Happy.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's not really my style of music, but yes.
Well, actually, he's a great educator. Like he's an excellent educator. If you want to look at some of his master classes he's done with like groups and stuff, it's pretty incredible the stuff he can do. But if you want to look him up, he does some awesome crowd work. He does like a rhythm. He directs the rhythm. He directs the harmonics. It's really cool.
That song was popular like back in the 80s, wasn't it? He must be pretty old now.
He is old. Yep.
Is he Jamaican? He sounds Jamaican, in that song.
He's American. Okay, just because he's black, he's Jamaican. What's wrong with you? You racist or something?
Yeah, that's what I meant. It's he's black, he's Jamaican.
How dare you?
That's a nice charitable interpretation.
So mad I can't even bet.
Oh.
It reminds me of something.
Speak, wise one. What does it remind you of?
Just a straight draw.
Jack is good.
Like this one.
I guess I should have gone all in on the flop. You get screwed sometimes with those straights.
Erica, I sent a link. That's probably the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
Let's see what impresses Aaron.
You got to get through the kitschy beginning, and then his talent shines.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen this. Yeah, he is very talented. Oh, the echo is coming from Erica. Because I can hear Bobby McFerrin through.
I'm not.
No,
No,
you're
it's
right.
paused. I'm not watching it.
Who's watching Bobby McFerrin just now?
I think it's you, Doug. The
No, I
feedback
had
loop.
I had the top flush.
No, I have it off right now. And I still hear it.
I think it's Matt. It's definitely Matt.
What? Oh, you can hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Let's shut
Because
it
there's
off.
only 2 inches between your earphones and your mic.
He did a good job with the well-tempered clavier.
It's been a long time since you've had aces, Terry. Is this the one?
Only God knows.
God only knows. Who is the god of cards? Joker?
Diamond?
Diamond, yes.
Nope, not me.
Goes by spade, Sam Spade.
So we both have an ace.
There she was.
What is your
Silhouette
picture?
of a perfect goyle. Gams way up there.
I don't think he
She
had an ace
walked
there.
into my life, and there went my
Well, we're
wallet.
going to find out in 10 minutes.
I think he had better than an ace.
that a film noir, Tux?
Yeah, a good film noir. Yeah.
Yeah. I was a hard-baked detective.
Some sort of film noir. Sam Spade, Private Dick.
What was the joke we had on Wednesday about Dick's Sporting Goods?
Oh, yeah. I had a friend of mine who yelled just at the most perfect time as the club music quieted.
I love dicks.
I just love dicks. You know, the new Dick's Sporting Goods had just moved into town. And we had Cox and Dicks.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Cox and Dicks.
Cox Cable and Dick's Sporting Goods.
Cox
We
Cable.
should join forces.
Tux, remind me your quip about the Chinese whorehouse. I forget it.
You couldn't catch the clap in the Chinese whorehouse. When I'm not catching any cards and just hemorrhaging money. It's basically a term of count yourself lucky.
Yeah.
The odds are just not in my favor. I learned that I was fishing with my great uncle Billy down in Kentucky, and my dad was reeling in a couple of fish. I was reeling in a couple of fish, and he had just got one. He got it like 2 inches above the water, and it splashes off his line. And that's when he unveiled that delicious treat. And I forever remembered it.
It is quite colorful. It's hard to forget.
I'm not sure what his service was, but I know his brother served for 4 years. 4 years, I think, in the Army, and then re-enlisted for 4 more years in the Navy. So he was in both World War II and Korean War.
Okay.
And I would assume he served with one of the one of them. I bet that's a military. I'd lay good money that's a military.
Do I go for it?
All in.
It's really tempting. Oh, man. What do you think, Reed?
Don't know. He thinks you should maintain a poker face.
No, that's right. Okay.
Whew. Oh, wow.
That's interesting.
Oh, man. Wow. I almost played that, but just Doug chased me out with a 18 pre-flop. 18 or 19 pre-flop. Speaking of a 19 pre-flop.
Oh no. Now that I've gotten the desktop version of Clubhouse, I'm scrolling through it, and there's one called Manifest Your Dreams. Faith makes it possible.
Yeah.
Now I gotta. Why'd you?
I think you're right. They did reverse the bet in the back button or something like that.
Yeah, they did. It really screwed me up a couple times. I kept hitting back. I'm like, why isn't it betting?
Yeah. It's on the reverse.
You're milking me like a cat.
Well.
Got 2 pair there, Tux. Feels like King Jack. No. Ace Jack. What do I beat? Broken straight draw. Just an ace garbage.
Yeah, I was bluffing.
Good job, Tux.
That was a good bluff because you bet so low.
Yeah, sometimes if you bet too much, it can be obvious, right?
Yeah, if you make it make sense, ish. You know.
Yeah, it's more.
If you get caught betting too much, you know, also. But there was a lot on that board.
Yeah, it was scary.
And I was betting strong from the beginning, so that's kind of the thought process.
Everybody likes this board.
I like it.
I like it.
And everybody checks. Everybody calls. Everybody checks.
Yep.
Let's get rid of some of you flag waving phonies.
Okay, so Doug has the 6.
Somebody had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 pair?
I had the lower straight.
Oh.
Well, I shouldn't be surprised, but it's amazing how often that happens, where 2 people have straights, one's weaker.
That was an aggressive 2, Matt.
Oh, I'm not messing around. You know what? I got a lot more 2s where that comes from. Oh, well, yeah, 15 for diamond. That's like, I dropped a penny on the floor.
Nice.
Hey, Reed, do you know what time the new Yellowstone episode comes out?
No.
7 Pacific?
Wasn't it streaming on like Paramount or something like that? Or if you have the Paramount subscription?
Yeah, I was watching it through YouTube TV, which is part of, through YouTube TV is paid for Paramount.
What the
It used to be on
fuck?
Peacock.
Just trying to push people out.
The only reason why I subscribed to Peacock was to get Yellowstone. I guess I can unsubscribe now.
He's charging draws, which I mean is smart, unless the draws have already gotten there. I don't know.
Yeah. Peacock is not one I have ventured into. I feel like I've got everything else. I've definitely got Disney and Netflix.
I'm one of the few Americans who
Not
don't.
Aaron again.
I do not have Netflix yet.
I've had
And I've
Netflix
never
for a
had-
long time. Long time. Like 12 years now.
Matt, you had a king queen. You suck.
11 years. I'd say.
Sorry about that. But I'm like, I really need this pot.
I know this. I signed up when it was $7.99, and they grandfathered me in until it was about $15.
Fuck.
Hike the price.
Set a 10-minute timer. Fucking asshole. Get on my nerves, Diamond.
10 minutes. Counting down.
Hey, Aaron, do you remember that first hand we played where We
Yeah, so
showed-
I looked into it. You had 8s. I had
did-
2s
did
or something.
I
Lower.
wrote a one.
So I had a lower pocket pair than you did. Yeah.
Yeah, I hit trips on the river, I think.
Seven deuce. Everybody
They're
sees it now,
suited, though.
right?
It doesn't count.
Seven deuce is the new 11-11. Watch this, Aaron. He's scared.
Nah.
Ooh. Everybody plays the seven deuce now. Three. You doing your Matt impersonation? Ooh. Pretty.
Anyone have a club? Anyone? Bueller?
Bueller.
Love that movie.
Love that movie.
It's a great movie.
I've always been dumbfounded that there's like about a 10 A's. There's no way I could call this. No way I can lay it down either.
Damn.
Ooh.
Wow. All right. Whatever. Take my money.
Nice.
Oh, almost a straight flush draw.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Nice.
I needed the board pair there.
You were saying about Ferris Bueller's Day Off, though?
Oh yeah, that they call like about a 10 A's, 1 B, and then they skip the fry.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Oh, it's me.
Ben Stein. Lesser known for his work in the Nixon administration.
Yeah. Something economics. Voodoo
economics.
One time in like 7th grade history class, my history teacher was bringing up that like time period, and I said the words voodoo economics, and he was actually surprised. He was like, "Oh wow, we're only in like the 7th grade. I don't know how you know about that, but voodoo economics, yeah, that's what we're." And he was really impressed, and I was just like, "I'm not gonna tell you how I know that."
I learned everything I know from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I asked for a car. I got a computer. That's what I get for being born under a bad sign.
You're Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago.
Sausage King of Chicago. Yes.
Tell it, Terry. You should be at the casino playing for real money.
This is real money.
Oh yes, this is real. That's a good point. It's a solid point.
Oh, sorry. This doesn't make a dent.
Tex, the way you were, your eyes were right by the cherries. It's really funny.
Teabagging myself.
Take it.
Where's that background bass beat coming from? You guys hear it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I was kinda digging it.
It's from Terry.
I guess it was me.
Wow, what an interesting board that would have been.
Reed, don't bust him twice. I don't think he can take it.
I think you probably would have beat me.
Ow. Yeah.
Probably had,
Yep, I
you
would
had
have.
an ace. Yeah,
I
I
did.
did one. Try to claw my way back.
I better not end off. I either want to go broke or double up or something.
Well, 15 minutes is only 10 minutes away.
That's one way of saying it.
It's only 10 minutes away.
This is
Well,
what happens on
the shit
average.
show. The shit show
Yeah.
at the last 15.
Oh,
You ever see The Naked Gun? Oh, we talked about this. The doctor. The doctor says a 50-50 chance of living, though there's only a 10% chance of that.
Oh.
I didn't think my 18 bet was that aggressive.
Guess just nobody had anything.
Guess everyone's in for 12 here, huh?
Is this a family pot of 12?
Rom now. Rom's out.
One short. I'm sure Reed will call.
Gonna raise.
And also,
that was a power move.
Is Erica not family? She's also out.
Oh yeah, Rom.
Holy. Wow.
Really, Matt?
Over bet.
No pressure.
I don't think it's an overbet.
216 into 96? Yeah,
96.
that's over it. 2x pot.
2x pot.
Tell you, he has 7 deuce, guys.
Yeah, what the hell?
All right.
Ooh.
I wasn't gonna call, but now I have to.
Really?
I'm chasing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh.
Sorry.
Wait, you just pinched a nerve on the chair.
Yeah.
It's a side pot.
Yeah, I'm calling.
What?
Nice hand.
Wow.
Oh, he
Flush
flops
draw?
it.
How did no one else have a straight?
Wow.
I was
A
chasing
diamond again.
I had top pair.
I had a straight draw, and I had a flush draw, and I had high diamonds.
How much?
So-
How much more time do we have, Reed?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Diamond, you stone cold killer. You utilize your position of power mentally and chip wise over me to take that bet.
Yeah,
I just
sorry about
looked at-
that.
That was a great bluff.
Bluff. He had the nuts.
My account doesn't like when
No,
I
no,
You
no.
can't
He's talking
talk
about
about shit
10
10
minutes
minutes ago.
Oh, sorry.
Can I see the cards, Reed?
Not until I'm out of this hand.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, today wasn't my day.
Eric, you're mute, by the way. Yeah, I was.
Oh,
3 people knocked out here.
How do you guys get kings? Like, what do you do? How do you get that?
The only pair I got this whole 3 hours was the ones I had against Aaron, I think. No, I have one other pair, but it was like 4s.
I'm trying to think the highest pair I've had today.
I'll come back in.
I've had pocket kings twice this game, and I hit trips, but there was a flush draw there.
Yeah.
Aaron had me on. I knew I was cooked, but I wasn't folding trip kings against my religion.
What's your religion? Don't fold kingism. All right, I'm coming back in. This is the point where I have to wonder to myself, am I a degenerate gambler?
Yes.
Absolutely. Poor kids aren't going to eat this week.
No, this is all my allowance money. That's how I do it in my house.
I don't know if you guys are ever interested in poker vlogs, but there's several good ones out there. One guy's name is Ryan DePaulo, and he talks about degenning a lot. Like, he goes to play poker, and then he'll be like, "Oh, slots," or like video poker. He'll like stop and play that for a bit.
Video poker is pretty fun, actually. I think I don't like slots, but I like video poker, and the odds are a lot better than slots.
Yeah.
Everybody's in a different spot now.
Oh boy, look at that! Look at that! I gotta change my symbol. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah, I need to go back to my cherries.
Yeah, I folded that pre-flop. Would have won that. Ouch.
How many times has Reed bluffed tonight?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Dog. Dirty dog.
I'll take it.
That's the last 15 minutes.
Yep.
Ding, 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 ding. Start your engines.
Here we go. Now the fun begins.
Hey, Diamond.
Yeah.
You got 15. I got 15.
Cool.
Good reason to bet 15.
I have 15.
I noticed you didn't.
Oh
look at
yeah,
the
Reed.
stack.
I didn't even notice.
Do that.
We're
No
on a
respect.
huge race for most wins. It's not about money; it's about wins. Yellowstone has already started, apparently, but let me double check. No, it hasn't. At least YouTube doesn't have it yet.
I have to wait till tomorrow. I bought the pass on Apple TV.
$82.
Half the pot.
Uh-oh.
You're telling me
It's
you
a
have
pissing
six?
contest.
Yeah, he just wants to get 16 wins. Don't let him, Terry. Oh.
All right.
Hey, Nicholas, what are you doing here?
I'm saying hi.
Hi.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Hi.
I'm also trying out my new microphone. How does it sound?
God, I'm
Yeah,
so
so-
tempted.
Sounds
You
very
sound-
good.
Pretty good.
Nick, you sound delicious.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can
Diamond.
sound
Show the
as-
bluff. Show the bluff. Oh, yeah, an ace.
I don't know if I can ever sound as buttery smooth as Reed, but
Oh, yeah.
Did you have you didn't have a 6, did you, Terry?
No. Wait, yes, I did. I can't remember.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh gosh.
I can't.
Well, I had 2 pairs, so maybe you could have beat me.
I had 2 pair also.
Who's our guest over there? I don't think I recognize him.
Oh, I usually play on Wednesdays.
Oh, welcome.
What's your name?
I'm Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Sorry. I'm a piece of cheese.
Chase
Nick,
hasn't
what,
been here in a while.
What microphone did you go with, by the way?
So I was at Target with the kids on Saturday. Yeah. And I got a black Yeti microphone.
Mm-hmm.
It was on sale for like $30 off. So I was like,
Oh
all right.
my goodness, $30.
Yeah.
Hey.
So it's also paid for by my company as part of my office stipend.
Right. Nice.
So it's gonna be exciting.
I want to say I bought this for $89 or something like that. It came with a game. Basically, I bought my son a game, and it came free with that game.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
some combination of that. I'm not sure which.
What game was it?
Yeah, I don't remember. I have drank and slept since then. It was about 5 years ago.
Oh.
It might have been Assassin's Creed or something
Let's
like
gamble. I'm over it.
Well, and now we know you like losing money.
What a potato.
There's like a viral TikTok with this filter.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. With the teacher. Yeah.
Okay, now I need to see this.
So great.
It's really funny.
Ooh.
Hey, honey, check it out. Reed's a potato. Just
Heart.
Damn.
Need a heart. No heart.
Oh.
No heart.
I really wish I stayed in. Maybe if I had negotiated to run it twice beforehand.
Aaron never runs it twice.
Yeah,
though.
Aaron never runs it twice. He's a real guy.
That's good to know.
I
Yeah.
have a pair.
He's not a flag waving phony poker player like you guys.
I just downloaded OBS not too long ago, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. 'Cause I would love to do filters and stuff.
Wow.
It's the Snap Camera app, actually.
Oh,
I'm out.
I'm gonna keep doing this until it's over, guys.
No.
I had a chance. I had a chance at that after the reveal. Not enough
What are
to-
you reading? Your seed? No, your potato.
Potato.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a pill, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Took a pill and a pizza. Show of VTI was cool. But when I got sober, I was 10 years older. Fuck it, it was something to do. I live in LA.
Terry, you got
him
sevens
down,
or higher.
Terry.
You call him.
Yes.
Oh, we got a caller. Oh, so many.
Interesting.
Come on, I did that. Whoop, whoop.
How's life going, Nicholas?
Good. Took the kids to see Clifford.
Oh,
Yeah.
how was it?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was their
You fall
first
asleep?
No. It was their first time seeing a movie in theaters.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Ever or just like since the COVID's
No, ever.
shutdowns?
ever. Yeah.
Well, I mean, your youngest must have been like born into all of this.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Wow.
He was born in the dark.
Yeah, so I had taken my daughter to Legoland, and they have like a small theater, but they also like spray water on you and blow fans at you and stuff for like an extra sensory experience. And that's like the worst thing for her. But I thought from that experience being in the dark room at the big screen that the actual theater experience would be like no dice, right? Like this is never gonna work out for her until she like conquers this other thing. But no, it's totally fine.
There was a theater.
Aaron's on the martingale strategy here.
Yeah, this is not messing around.
Wow. Got an old end Johnny at the table.
Oh shoot.
If you have 666.
Yeah, you don't
At
remember.
this point, I'm priced in.
Ah,
Oh boy.
I'm doing this for you, Aaron.
No.
Oh, you're just trying to get to 17.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I folded a 4, by the way.
Erica has one of his outs, so
Yeah. No,
Folded a
it's not
5 as
bad.
well.
Okay.
Oh,
He does it.
You did it. Wow.
Nice work.
Wow.
Nice.
Aaron, I
Johnny.
can't believe it.
The strategy might get you
Last
back up to
15
top.
minutes.
Oh,
Almost even.
175 more to go.
Wow.
And then you can tell your wife you've done good.
Okay, I'm gonna play conservative this time, guys. Sorry.
What are you apologizing for? Since you hate to apologize, people who apologize for stuff.
I'm apologizing for my non-erratic behavior.
Your non-erotic behavior?
Erratic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have misheard that.
I would not. Well, you're
That's
projecting. You're
That's what
projecting that.
That's what we call a Freudian slit.
That was Freudian hearing. That wasn't a Freudian slip. It was Freudian hearing. So, Aaron, do you like movies about gladiators?
Airplane. Yeah, you ever seen a grown man naked?
What does he say? You ever been to like a Turkish bath?
Have you ever been to a Turkish prison?
A Turkish prison.
Hey guys, it's not funny until the potato laughs.
Have you ever seen a grown man naked?
Is this going to be a split pot?
Nobody has anything, Diamond. You just want the
Diamond's
to
just
get to
padding the
17.
stats. Padding the stats.
He takes the timey. Okay, we're tied.
that was just a lot for 36.
I wanted erratic behavior again.
Nice.
Folding for Aaron. It's very erratic.
I gotta tell you, this time change screws me up every single time. I cannot get back on track. Why can't we just split the difference? Let's split the difference. What's the big deal?
Well, is it Russia, Rom, that doesn't have time? Or no, China? Which nation doesn't have
We
time
also
zone?
don't have the daylight saving time now. We used to when I
Probably
was a
much better
kid, but
for it.
now we don't somehow.
I mean, yeah, China doesn't have time zones.
Ooh.
Oh, China doesn't have time zone. Oof. Maybe.
That's weird.
Matt's going all in.
I'm not going all in. I beg your pardon.
Oh, wow. What should I do, Erica? I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let the best hand go.
Oh, well.
I don't think I have the best hand anymore.
Come on, Matt, go all in.
I
Oh,
folded the
I
best
didn't have
hand.
the best hand. Oh, I gotta show it. There we go.
I folded
You're
For
in
a
third
second,
place,
I like
Matt.
forgot that I can see the cards, and I was about to say something. I'm like, wait, no. Reed, you shouldn't be showing me this.
Oh yeah.
Well, Matt, that was a good push me out.
All right.
Yeah. It would have been better if the flush had fallen.
One more hand after this.
I'm warning you. I'm going to go on in one of these. Today was an unmitigated disaster.
You play poker, Matt. You play poker like Adele sings, and I hate Adele.
But her singing, though, is great.
Yeah, that was a.
I don't hate it. She just doesn't sing in tune.
I think that's a Ryan Reynolds joke. Oh, was Reed at 17 or 16? 16.
This is the last hand?
Last hand.
You know Matt's going all in, so it's really for 22.
Are you meditating, Tux?
I'm dreaming of having pocket aces like Terry had.
Yeah, you and me both.
Don't do it, Aaron. I know what you're thinking. Good luck, all in.
Thank you.
I hope nothing but good things happen.
I hope so too.
I hope you have 2 clubs, or at least one high one.
Is this last hand, Reed?
This is the last hand.
This is the last hand. All right, well.
Careful, John. Terry's unstoppable tonight.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Hit the straight.
Okay.
Okay.
That was fun.
So who's the
Yeah.
big winner? Looks like a Reed.
Yeah.
All right.
Killer instincts
It was a good year.
and an appetite for French fries.
It's a good year, 2011. Yeah. It was all right. It was decent.
10 years ago.
And
It was
Diamond
the year
and I
before
went
the
for-
apocalypse.
Went for the most wins. And the big
Hey,
losers
Reed.
were
What was the name
Aaron
of that
has the
David's
best comeback.
website again for the
Doug
SE
didn't waste his
videos?
time.
The
Yeah, I
what?
didn't waste my time.
I forgot what you said his website was.
My website. You mean the
The one
replays?
for that has the SE Clubhouse videos.
Oh,
Oh.
sound epistemology.
Sound Epistemology.
But
YouTube channel.
it's on YouTube. It's called Chapman Bay.
Chapman Bay channel for some reason is called.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I know that channel. All right, thanks.
It was great seeing you guys. Have
Yeah,
a great night.
likewise.
Sure
Have a
thing.
great night.
Cheers.
See
You
you
all.
guys too. See you later.
Cheers.
Good comeback, Aaron.
Thanks.
Later.
Later.